Oh
Because
boy, you're going to hate me today, and I should have edited that better. But oh well. We're going to Knuckles today.
Nakaze!
First let me
Oh
adjust
my god, the
volume.
fucking... How do you keep doing this? Set the volume before you hit record.
Well, you see, that's what a smart person does.
Or just cut it out of the footage.
Now, unlike Big, this campaign's a little longer, so we'll be doing this across a couple parts. But now's a good time to start Knuckles. I'm not a big fan of Knuckles in this game. He's just kind of here.
Why?
What? He's just here.
What do you mean, like from gameplay or story or what?
Probably characterization. I've never been the biggest Knuckles fan outside of, like, honestly, Heroes.
Huh.
And I don't know why. I'm just like that.
That is quite interesting. Because I think in Heroes he's just kind of there. Like, there is literally no reason for Knuckles to be there.
It's because I didn't have to play a whole campaign for him. Though I will admit I was sad in Unleashed when you didn't get to play as Knuckles, Tails, or Amy at all.
Yeah. I feel like Unleashed I would like way more if they didn't do the whole werehog thing and instead just basically had all the other characters there with their own playstyles. Even though it's effectively the same problem that Unleashed already has, where the werehog is just not Sonic-y.
No,
Yeah.
we keep the werehog.
I would rather play as Knuckles and Tails over the werehog.
I like the platforming as the werehog too much to get rid of it.
I like that too, but it doesn't feel as good as gliding around a big level as Knuckles or flying around and stuff as Tails.
I guess to each their own.
And, you know, the platforming is significantly...
Look. All I'm going to say is I put
portion.
way more time into the werehog than Tails and Knuckles combined in this game. So I'm going to let that stand. That's my argument. Let me adjust the volume again.
Oh my god. Well, Tails and Knuckles in this game collectively take up less than an hour of time. 4 levels of the werehog is an hour of time in Sonic Unleashed. So,
yeah,
I don't know
but
if
there's
that's
also
necessarily...
replay value here. You have to remember, I don't replay these games often. I replay levels.
Uh-huh.
And I played werehog levels way more often than these guys.
I ran around the
SA1
hub
and 2.
world. I ran around the hub world as Knuckles more than I replayed levels as the werehog, so yeah.
We're just not going to agree on this one. This is not where
Nope.
you need to go. But I got it. And I don't know where I'm going.
You're going to do some kart racing. Knuckles should have got crushed there.
This game is perfect.
This game is amazing, and it aged perfectly, I think.
It aged about as well as Mario 64. Let's stop pretending here, folks.
I don't know about that.
Anyways, you can't even do kart racing, so that was a lie. I don't know why that's there so early.
Don't you need to take the key card up there to open the door?
You
I
might,
don't know.
but I didn't get that far.
I don't know.
Because I suddenly
haven't
remembered you're
done
supposed to go
this.
here first.
Yeah. This game is perfect. I don't see any issue with this game. People are just lying. Also, I find it funny that this level is still called Speed Highway, even though you're not in the fast part at all.
Yeah, that's probably the least Knuckles feeling area in all of his levels. Because, like, you'd think it would feel nice for him because it's a bit more open, but because of all the speed boosters, camera, why? And how, you know, like, you just saw there how compressed everything feels. It doesn't really feel like a good location for Knuckles. It's way less open.
Doesn't feel like a good location for Sonic either.
I have way more fun in the section with Sonic, though.
Well, yeah, I have more fun in the section with Sonic, but it doesn't feel like a Sonic section. It feels like, I don't know, they just kind of made a city, and they put a couple boost pads around, and they called it a day.
Mm.
It's like open zone and Frontiers. It doesn't at all feel like a Sonic environment. They just threw shit around to make it play like a Sonic level.
So as you're gonna quickly find out from here, I don't play Knuckles very often.
It was in the other spinner.
I know, but I wanted to kill the other one.
I don't think that's true. I think you were like, it's in one of these fuckers.
Well, you can literally see it off the Emerald radar. I ain't that dumb.
Yeah, but were you paying attention? I don't know these things.
I think I recorded this last year, so I cannot tell you.
So this is... But you... Well, I mean, at least you edited the part recently. I was gonna say, so you're in the same situation as me most of the time.
This is like one of my only series that's pre-recorded, other than like Halo 2 and 3, though I think I got rid of Halo 3 because I hated that playthrough.
This game needed secret special stage rings.
This game needed a lot of stuff. That's all I
don't
was
think...
bad at. But I think special...
Yeah.
I don't know if special stages would have done it too much, because like a lot of people have brought up, the good point that special stages are special because they were mainly a hardware gimmick.
Yeah.
I don't think that's what makes them good, because most of them are not good, like Sonic Mania. But they also work in Sonic Mania because they're a very different form of gameplay. I think maybe the closest thing you could get in this to having that kind of feeling is if the special stage is controlled like classic Sonic and it were 2D levels.
Yeah, if they were 2D levels, yeah.
I think that'd be pretty cool. It's just
hard
to get the same feeling, but a lot of the problem with special stages isn't that they don't feel special, it's just that they suck.
I feel like, because of the more, ironically, the more general variety that more recent Sonic games have in the basic gameplay, like, having 2D sections and shit, I think that would ironically make for, like, a better adventure-styled game if they were to make one these days. Like, make Knuckles' levels 2D, and make them like classic Sonic levels or something, and then that's his gameplay style, is 2D Knuckles gameplay, and then... I mean, that's just an example. They could do a lot more, because they have been doing the whole 2D, 3D thing.
Yeah.
And there's a lot more interesting ways they could use that other than just having a 2D section there for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. I like Knuckles in this game. I think he's fun. I like the treasure hunting. It's like, this is the whole reason I want a spin-off Knuckles game that's just a collect-a-thon.
Yeah, I think it's significantly better in SA2. Yes. Radar quirks aside, but even then, it's just not really my thing, which is, of course, the big problem of the adventure series is if you don't like a style of gameplay, you're going to be in for an hour of hurt.
Invisible walls are great. But yeah, no, I agree there. That's why there's such a varied range of opinions for these games. I love both Sonic Adventure 1 and 2. I love Adventure 2 more, but I can absolutely see why someone would prefer this, and I could also see why someone would hate both.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But the people that hate both are just objectively wrong.
Yeah. I get it if you hate this one, though. I do.
I do, you know what, to a degree, I do also kind of get why some people are like, this is clearly just as bad as Sonic 06. I think it's clearly not, but I can see why someone would think that. If, I look at it from a more general gaming perspective, I guess.
Yeah, but even... Again, I think that argument hits something like Super Mario 64, too. And I think it mainly stems from, does this game still work for modern audiences? I think this game's a little worse on that scale than Mario 64 is, but I still think it's, what is that? Is that billboard here? What the hell?
Why not?
What are you doing?
I'll somewhat disagree. I think 64 aged quite a lot better than this.
Well, I'll agree. I think 64 is definitely better than this in terms of aging. But I still think there is a huge bias towards it compared to this. That kind of hurts discussion of the two games.
Yeah, like I think like I agree. I think Mario 64 aged a lot better than Adventure, but I don't think Adventure, like, I think it aged poorly, but I don't think it's a bad game like some people claim it to be, you know. It's very much a very fun Sonic game.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't really get people calling this a bad game.
Yeah. I don't know if there's a tutorial explaining this, but you're supposed to use that barrel to get up there.
Well, there's rings.
Yeah, I see that. I'm willing to admit this is just a case of me being dumb, but I did want to bring it up.
See, I didn't know how to do that either. I just found a way to like climb up there somehow, even though it's really annoying and hard.
Yeah. Are you gonna grab it?
Already...
Okay. I don't know why I was pressing the button, but whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't have too much to say. It's just Knuckles. It's here. I play it to beat the campaign. I more often go to Amy or Gamma, maybe even Big the Cat, because his levels are ridiculous to explore.
Yeah.
I never go back to Knuckles, though.
I just find playing as Knuckles a lot of fun, like just his general control. I really enjoy how they implemented the gliding and everything. I think he just is a fun platforming character, and to me that matters a lot in these games.
I like Knuckles for the novelty when I control him. And to me, the only game that ever really gave me that novelty was like Sonic and Knuckles before I knew you could combine Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Because like I played Sonic and Knuckles after Sonic 3, and I was amazed that you finally got to play as Knuckles in that one. And that kind of helped a lot. Otherwise, you know, when you start with Heroes and he's just available from the start, that wow factor is just kind of never really been there for me.
Yeah, that's kind of why I like the Adventure 1 approach, where you have to unlock the characters to be able to use them.
Which I think would have been a better experience for me if I actually started with this one, but that's just not how Fate was to be. There is also
merit, though, to having the alternate characters unlocked in a game like this, like from the start. Because you do get, for your first time playthrough at least, you get a pretty different idea of the story depending on what character you play first. So, like, you know, in Sonic Adventure 2 is the big example of this. You play Team Sonic, you play the hero side, and you're like, wow, why the hell is Sonic getting arrested and shit? This is fucking crazy. But you play the Team Dark side, and you pretty much have that answer already given to you. And you already kind of know the enemies' motivations and stuff, so it's kind of it's interesting to get the different perspectives right off the get-go. But I also like playing a story and then being able to pick another character in that story and see the journey they go on after the fact. So
yeah, I mean, that's cool. At least for me, when I was a kid, the biggest thing I got out of this structure was having, and saying this also applies to Heroes, was when I got stuck on one story and I could never beat a level for the life of me, all I had to do is switch to another team or another character, and I could continue in some way.
Yeah.
And that was kind of the biggest helper for me getting into a lot of these games. Like, on Heroes, Team Chaotix was the first team I beat. I have no idea why, but I could not beat the final boss of the game with Team Rose. and I played through, and in that place, I ended up playing the entire thing with King Chaotix and beating that first, before I could finally beat Team Rose, and eventually I could finally beat Power Plant with Team Sonic and move on from there. Also, Rail Canyon, I got stuck there a lot too, as all kids do.
Heroes was like one of my first video games, and I could not beat Ocean Palace because I didn't know about the triangle dive. Because when you hit the question mark thing, the characters are just like, if we use triangle dive, we can ascend the fan. But I didn't know what the triangle dive was in the first place.
First off, kids don't know Knuckles can glide if Heroes is their first game.
Yes.
Second of all, why would you check? Why would you think you can go up without the flight character?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do. I was like Tails, and I was like flying, and I'd get halfway up the wall, and then he'd stop. Which, by the way, the only reason they made Tails' flight stop like that is so that they could have the glide, the triangle dive, be Knuckles' thing.
See, I'm okay with that as long as all the abilities are fun to use. I know people complain about that, but I'm kind of okay with it as long as it works. You know, Sonic speed being lowered for 06, I'm fine with, because those are levels designed for that, you know?
Yeah, and I agree. I just find it funny that they, you know, they basically made the flight mode less useful so that the power mode could be slightly more useful.
Yeah.
You know.
This is a boss.
Yeah. You can glide into him while he's bouncing around like that, and he'll get out of his ball form faster.
Oh. I wish I knew that when I recorded this.
Man, you just punched the fucker.
You shall taste my fist of steel up his asshole.
This is how you know I play way too much Sonic. I always jump into everything that I can.
Yeah.
Oh! Hit you with the curve shot.
This is a boss.
This is certainly a boss. I like it better than Chaos 4.
Yeah, because both are about the same thing. You just kind of running around the arena until you can hit him. This is faster, at least.
Just jump into him. Did he just try to kiss you?
I have no idea with
Chaos
this game.
Gay?
Well,
Sonic Adventure is woke?
Wait, what's Chaos's gender?
Oh. I think they revert to it as a him. But
well, that's in the English release. So, like, what about the JP release? What about the original? Is he all... If you read the manual... You know,
you're the guy who speaks Japanese. What is Eggman saying right now?
I'll speak Japanese, boy.
Yeah, you do. You're the weeb.
Yeah, you think I've been listening?
That's our dynamic. You're the weeb, and I want to kill myself.
I'm sorry you have depression, apparently. You should watch some anime for that.
Hey, listen, Haikyuu has definitely helped.
Listen,
but that's all I can say.
Listen, fuck Haikyuu. Fuck Haikyuu. High School DxD, that's where it's at.
I want them to make a new Sonic anime, but it's just
Double
the characters
Ds?
playing. But it's just that one baseball episode from Sonic X. They're just playing baseball the whole time instead of doing Sonic things. I think
you say that, but the baseball episode of Dragon Ball Super is like one of the only good Dragon Ball Super episodes.
You're right. It's awesome. And the Sonic X baseball episode is really good too. So
I don't remember it.
It's quite good. You get like a nice emotional thing where the characters help the guy who owns the stadium.
So I'm not going to care. Got it.
Well, okay, dude. Sonic stories have always been about Sonic being this cool guy and helping people get over their problems.
And that's boring as fuck outside of the games. What can I say? It's not a good format for a TV show.
You're incorrect. I think it's perfect for a TV show.
It's too Monster of the Week.
Yeah, but everyone loves JoJo Part 3, so...
Speak for yourself there.
The show does get better when it
Second
stops.
half was better, yes.
It gets a lot better when when they stop having Eggman just bring out a new robot every week. But, you know, I don't know. Anyway, Sonic Adventure. There's a Sonic X Sonic Adventure arc. That's pretty cool.
Actually, you know the one show I could watch that was, oh, you're gonna hate me for this. The one show I could watch that's Monster of the Week for pretty much every episode, or 99% of its episodes, is like Sailor Moon. That I could get into. That was fun. I know, there's something so stupid about how seriously all the characters take the dumbest of plots. It's fun for like the novelty, if that makes sense.
This is completely off topic. I didn't hear a word you said, but this is like the only 3D Sonic game where Knuckles' fucking fists look good.
I hope you're starting to see the problem I'm having here.
You gotta go dig in the fucking thing to get the button. It's the monkey destruction switch.
Yeah.
How do you forget the monkey destruction switch?
When do you think the last time I played through this whole game was that I actually
How
paid
do
attention?
you forget monkey destruction switch?
Listen. There you go. See, I found it. It's okay.
The monkey destruction switch. This is the funniest item in a Sonic game. You don't even have to step on it to activate it.
No, but you do need to take it with you.
You just, yeah, oh no. Go back! What are you doing? You're not even going the right way.
I don't know where I'm going. To call help. To call, where are you? What the fuck?
Maybe talk to the locals. They know what to do, clearly.
I told you I only replay levels. I don't remember what to do for all these segments.
You know what's funny about the adventure games? Is that Knuckles, like Sonic and Knuckles have the same top speed, but Knuckles has a way higher acceleration for no reason in both adventure games. And
yeah, he zooms. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, he just
I think it's because he doesn't really have an easy spin dash.
Yeah, he doesn't have a spin dash, and his levels are just collectathons, so they just want you to be able to get around quickly. Because there's no boost pads.
Because like
usually.
Knuckles' acceleration is better, but Sonic can still get the top speed faster. Just
Yeah.
because it's spin dash, so it's. I like it.
Yeah.
I think it balances well with the spin dash. All right, we got it back.
Hora, hora, hora! Blah!
This game is perfect. That's why this is like the prime example of 3D jankiness in old school games. Because like, even consoles within this generation solve so many of these issues pretty quickly.
Well, even 3D games from the PS1 and N64 don't have as much jittery collision as this shit. like I know this game has a lot more going on in it than, say, Crash Bandicoot, the original Crash Bandicoot trilogy.
Yeah.
But those games are incredibly polished compared to this.
Yeah. I'd also bring up Mega Man Legends. It feels clunky to control, but everything works as it should.
Yeah.
It's just archaic 3D design.
This
is our first time at Red Mountain. I love this zone. This one's cool.
Yeah,
I don't like the Knuckles level though.
What? It's just Pumpkin Hill. Are you ready? I ain't gonna let it get to me.
See, but Pumpkin Hill helps by having more mountains. This just has the one. I don't know. It doesn't feel as open as Pumpkin Hill as it could be.
I mean, there's...
Red Mountain walks the Pumpkin Hill could run. And I mean, it could fucking run.
I mean, I agree, but that's just in general. SA2 has better treasure hunting levels.
Skydeck is fun.
Skydeck is awful. Skydeck is shit because the fucking gravity physics don't work how they want them to. Oh yeah, here's a fucking half pipe.
That I cannot control. Oh fuck.
Nope.
No.
This is in Sonic's level, by the way.
Yeah, you just never go here.
I don't know if there's a dash pad in the middle of it for Sonic, but they put it here for Knuckles for a pretty good reason. Even though it controls like ass. It's in the robot. It's in the robot.
Remember.
She's literally... I never seen that.
Remember, fan game creators, just because you can make half pipes and loops does not mean you need them.
Yes, you do.
No.
If you have physics that work, then you may as well do that stuff.
Yeah, they make me sick.
Well, that's your problem, buddy.
Do I cross the bridge?
Sick. Yeah, this game, it's good. We swear it's good, guys.
We are not the Game Grumps trying to purposely make fun of this game, but this game really, really likes to make you, really likes to think that you want it to look bad. It does not like to work with you. Also, you can't stand on that, and it's funny.
Yeah, they got the hitbox for the Master Emerald still
I feel like if they stopped putting so many random collisions in the game, they could have spent more time making the collisions work better.
They could have, yeah, just... It's like the same thing with Frontier's Open Zone. They could have just smoothed everything out to make it easier for the game to function. Even if it wouldn't look necessarily as realistic.
Yeah, unfortunately Sega is a corporation that does not understand that 3D games need more development time.
But that's also a thing, too. I compare this to Frontiers, but I rag more on Frontiers for its jank because that is a game released in 2022, and it's only marginally less jank than this game.
Like, I'll disagree on that.
Like, it has better presentation, but this game, at least you can't launch into space off of a micro pebble accidentally.
I want to put that anywhere near the same level of jank as this, though. This is jank in a game-breaking way. That's just, I don't know, it feels like something I can fix and control. This game, whether or not I am trying to trigger glitches or not trigger glitches, the glitches will just happen, you know?
Yeah, I'll disagree with that. I think a lot of the glitches in this are pretty avoidable, not because you have to purposely go out of your way, but because you just play the game how they want you to play it. If you play Frontiers how they want you to play Frontiers, you're gonna run into all the fucking bugs that game has. Because, like, all the bugs in this involved with the scripted events, because those are the big famous ones that people always shit on.
Right.
All you have to do to get around those is hold forward on the analog stick and not do anything else. And that's what they want you to do. And that's the intuitive.
Okay, well, let's
obvious
take
thing
what happened in Twinkle Park, for example. Almost every time I go through that area of Twinkle Park, something bad, glitchy happens with the camera and collision. That's just an unavoidable spot in the level that you're going to have to play and go through each every time. Unless you just skip the level, because Twinkle Park is like that. You know, there's nothing like that in Frontiers.
Yeah, but Frontiers is also even more automated than this game. Frontiers is almost as automated as...
So there's supposed to be a fight there. Or is there? I don't know. But it wasn't there.
Did you cut the chaos fight?
I don't know. Was there a chaos fight?
There is a chaos fight.
I don't think there was a chaos fight.
What do you mean you don't think there was a chaos fight?
Well, you know, there would have been a chaos fight.
You cut it.
No.
It would have been funnier if you had Knuckles' hora 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 sound effect as you like fast cut through all the hits.
Nah, no, 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 no. You see, that's not
Or
necessary because there's no fight.
you lie, you
You
motherfucker.
fight Chaos 4 once because why would you fight a boss multiple times in the same manner? That's just dumb design. Who would do that?
Untrue. You can fly once and you can glide once, and then you can't do either in one of them. So
You know, at least in
clearly,
Chaos 6, you have to use the fishing rod.
yeah, that's true. And you get to play as the best character, so it's a win-win.
Oh, this has been part 1 of Knuckles.